How you doing, world? Lee Johnson, Real Man, Real Stories podcast, checking in with you with another episode of Car Questions. The question I have for you today is history repeating itself? Now, in the early 1900s, during World War I, the United States supplied Europe with a lot of its agriculture. During and after the war, in lieu, Europe became in debt with us. We had a lot of soldiers come back after World War I, over $1.5 million, which drove the inflation up in the United States economy. So what the government decided to do was slash government funding and raise interest rate, slash government funding by 75%. In return, it caused a mass production rate in factories, and it shut a lot of factories down, put a lot of people out of work. From 1921 to 1922, it started. So in 1922, we imposed tariffs on Europe and other nations that owed us money back from World War I. So at that moment, Europe had finally almost completely rebuilt themselves, so they imposed a reactionary tariffs back to us, which started the trade wars. That goes all the way through the 1920s until the Great Depression of 1929, which I believe the tariffs that we imposed throughout that time caused the Great Depression of 1929, caused the trade wars. So we decided to add more tariffs to the fire, the Smoot-Hawley tariff in 1930, in which completely severed our economic relationship with Mexico, Canada, Europe, and many other nations that sound familiar. And they all went behind our back in 1933 with Canada and decided to have their own trade coalition, which completely messed our United States up, but only pulled our country out of the situation that it was in was World War II. Violence, death, and destruction. Are we headed to that same direction? Are we headed to another World War III? We're definitely going through trade wars. So what are we headed to? What are we doing? Why are we pouring more fuel on the fire, and why are we repeating history with this tariff situation? People, we gotta start looking out for each other. We gotta form our own wealth fund in the United States to protect us against our own government. Let me know what you want to do. Comment, like, share. Lee Johnson, Real Man, Real Stories. We out. Peace.